Greetings, fellow traders. Belvin here, time for the daily market wrap for Friday, July the 30th, 2021. I hope everybody had a great trading day today. This is brought to you by Positive Trends Research, and everything we're going to talk about is for educational purposes only and not investment advice. So please take a moment to review this disclaimer. Awesome. Good. All right, well, let's check and see where we left off the market today. So SPX guys down to about 23 points, but finished the month green, guys. July is all over with. Weekly chart ended up with kind of a red spinning top, so we'll see where it goes here. McClellan Oscillator still kind of hanging in there. Look at all these crazy RSI overboughts right there. So you can keep on saying each week, be like, oh, it's bearish divergence, right? But look at that, smack dab on the ADMA. Makes it tricky again going into next week. So we didn't quite get our impulsive wave down really yet on the wave C right here, so we could look at that potentially going into next week. We had a 2-point-something billion dollars in the MOC sell side, so there's a possibility that and the VIX is still kind of high, so we still could have some potential here at the down. So it could be wave 1, wave 2-ish type move right here, and then wave 3, 4, 5 down early next week. So we definitely want to keep an eye on that, have a little caution going into the weekend, right? So SPY, let's say with the volume that came in here today, there's big volume at the close, so they ended up pushing up there here into the end of the day with some extra volume right there. So you can kind of see big spike here, big volume at the end of the day. So we'll see how that goes going. If that has any meaning going into next week. SP futures again choppy all day today, guys. We did a good job today, mostly selling premium on this one, right? So we got a nice down move here, right, and that just kind of kept us in the game all day today. So it was nice today. It ended up being choppier than I thought. I was really expecting that wave C to get going today, but it still may trigger next week. Our line in the sand was this geometric line right here off of the MES, which we never crossed over. So we'll see if that stays here into Sunday. Let's take a look at the Qs. So Qs gave a little bit of a nice push at the open and kind of held up all day today, so that was pretty decent. IWM, again, big push at the open and ended up closing below the geometric line from the bubble report this morning. XLF, some general bearish activity today, right? So that helped us kind of, keeping us on the downside today. VIX, again, like I said, it's elevated. It's just, it's still not over 20, right? So it's not like super scary, but it's still up there, right? It's over, a couple key levels. Apple, again, nice grind. Well, I wouldn't say nice, but it was a grindy push up there. It finally made like one final move there up to the signal zone and back through it before it came back and tested it at the end of the day. Tesla gave us a couple nice pushes here today and then ended up kind of being blah into the end of the day. Bitcoin, there's a lot of put activity on it into the close into next week on next Friday's expiration. So definitely something to keep an eye on there. Bitcoin, guys, how about this one? We said if we could get back into that inside day, that would be a bullish price action, and that's what we got. So let's see if Bitcoin's ready to work its way up here over the weekend. So cool stuff there. Hood, I'm sure Kathy bought more of it today, but we're looking a little bit rough right there. So let's see how that goes for Hood going into next week. Again, once this thing's shortable, I think it's going to be the most heavily shorted stock on the market. I wouldn't be surprised if they push this thing down to like $5. We'll see. So, or they could squeeze out retail. You never know. Amazon, where is it? Oh, it's way down here. So it was turning into a hammer a little bit earlier today, so you can kind of see where we're at. We ended up closing below the upward trend line. So that's going to give us a trend box going into next week. And if we close below it right there, right, Amazon could be starting a downtrend. Pins was another one that was kind of blah here today. Where is it? Oh, it's way down here, right? So, but it ended up kind of hanging in there a little bit based on its pre-market lows, right? So held this pivot right here, so we'll see how that goes going into next week, but still a pretty weak day today, right? AMD is still some relative strength, again, continuing to push to all-time highs here, so that's got some good strength going into next week. JD looking a little bit sketchy here. It looks like it's kind of part of a retrace right here, so I'm kind of leaning a little bit bearish on that. Nikola, guys, we pointed out like some put spread, or yeah, some put debit spreads on this one going into earnings, next week. I mean, they're being. I mean, like that should be interesting, right? Into earnings, so we'll see how that goes. AAL, let's see this one too. This looks pretty weak here too. Increased volume with the breakdown candle there as well. So, a couple things to look at going next week. There's a lot of bearish charts out there. There's a couple bullish ones out there. So again, let's get some clarity and see if they work on wave C down in the market going into Monday, and see where we go from there. Anyway, guys, hope everybody's an awesome weekend. We'll see you guys Sunday night at the Elliott Wave Show. Until then, stay healthy out there. Maybe risk first and stay safe. See you. Stay in the